Okay, I'm going to share something with you today. This wasn't a planned video. Sorry, I'm rocking the camera a bit. This is something that I discovered today and I was so surprised. I wanted to make a video to tell you about it. I don't really do these short videos. I tend to spend ages editing and filming, but I just wanted to put this up because I think it will be of interest to a lot of you, particularly those of you who are interested in light fastness and perhaps Daniel Smith paints as well. So I have several paints. Let me just get the paints so I can show you the ones that I've been performing light fast tests on. These are just the ones in my collection where there was a bit of a question mark over whether or not they're light fast. I mean, on the packaging, or on the tube rather, on the labelling, it says that they are light fast. Let's just go through them one by one. This will be easiest. I'm sorry, this video is very ad hoc, so please bear with me. Right, so I started off with the Holbein Shell Pink watercolour. Now this has a pigment in it, PO73, which I believe Kim Crick on her blog says is a bit of a problem pigment. So I thought I'll test this one before I use it in any artwork. We also have Moon Glow by Daniel Smith, because even though it says on the label that it's light fastness, it's rated 1. It actually has PR 177 in it, which is a well-known red pigment which will fade, especially if it's in washes rather than mass tone. So Moon Glow, very sadly, because I think this is the most gorgeous colour, is apparently not light fast. So I'm running a light fastness test on that as well. Ditto Mine Blue Genuine, because I had heard from different people that this could be a problem. That may also be on Kim Crick's blog as well. So then also it naturally follows that I needed to test the Mayan Dark Blue, which, as you can see, I haven't really used because it's a new tube. I only bought it the other month. And then I was like, oh my goodness, if it's not light fast, I really need to know. The Daniel Smith Prussian Green, this has the very naughty pigment PB27 in it, which is a very tricky pigment because it can range from light fast to fugitive. And if you look on, I think it's handprint.com, where they have a lot of pigment information, they say you must always run your own light fastness tests on any paint that contains PB27. I'm going to be doing a full video, by the way, at some point in the next few months, where I go into depth about the light fastness tests I'm running. I am filming them as I go along, but this is a very quick video because I have something specific to show you today. Anyway, the other three were Rhodonite Genuine, because I'd heard that this one, despite it saying on the tube that it's rated 1 for light fastness, I've heard that that can fade as well, and it can sometimes fade. It's not to do with the light, I think it's to do with the air or something like that, the oxidization. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but I think that's it. Anyway, I wanted to test it. The other one is this beautiful dusk pink I bought just the other week, which so many of you liked. Don't worry, I think it is light fast, but I'm just running a test because it has PR122 in it, which is sometimes not rated very highly, but on Handprint he tested it and found that it was fine. So we're just doing it because I just want to be sure. And the last one is this little half pan of Daniel Smith Sleeping Beauty Turquoise Genuine. Maybe not so genuine now if you've listened to the recent Daniel Smith drama, but yeah, this has been known to fade, so we're going to be testing that. So these are the 8 paints from my quite extensive collection of watercolours that I felt there was a question mark hanging over them, and so I wanted to do my own tests. The reason I'm filming this video today is because my tests have been on the windowsill for 1 week, just 1 week, bearing in mind that I'm in the UK, so we're quite northerly, in the northern hemisphere, so our sunlight isn't like super bright. It's only, It's been from late April to the beginning of May as I film this, so you could say the sunlight is not at its strongest at the moment. I have a very good window in the studio. It gets the sun for a lot of the day. It's a very big window. So these have been on the windowsill, but they've only been on the windowsill for a week. Okay, I'm not an expert at doing light fast tests. What I've done is I've painted a strip of the paint. I've tried to give it some variation, so it's thinner in places and thicker in others. I know this isn't a perfect light fast test. I'm not an expert. This is just for me, my own experiment. But yeah, so basically I did a swatch like that, cut it in half, and I'm keeping the right side in a drawer in the dark, and the left side is going on the windowsill. So as you can see, after a week, the Mayan dark blue, there's absolutely no difference. So that one so far is fine. Then we go on to the Mayan Blue Genuine. Again, absolutely no difference. That one's fine as well. I wouldn't have expected a difference in any of them in a week because I haven't got any neons here or anything. It's nothing super fugitive. This one is the Moon Glow. You can see I expected that to change maybe a tiny amount if one of them was going to change, but so far it hasn't. It looks pretty much, I would say, exactly the same. Just wait for it. I think you're going to be surprised by what I'm going to show you. The Sleeping Beauty Turquoise, same, looks identical still. Shell Pink from Holbein, that hasn't changed at all. This was the side in the window, this was the side in the drawer, and I think that pretty much looks the same. As I said, it's only been a week, so we wouldn't expect a huge difference. The Rhodonite Genuine, yeah, it's looking pretty much the same. And the lovely Rembrandt Dusk Pink, which so many of you liked, such an interesting granulating colour. This looks fine as well, no change there. So we will come to the one that has changed in 1 week, and this is rated for light fastness #1. So it has excellent light fastness according to Daniel Smith. And it's Prussian Green, and if I bring that in, let's just lay that down so you can see it properly. I'll just move those out of the way. Right, if I join that together, hopefully you can see, if I move this down, can you see there, that in 1 week, this is the side that was kept in the drawer, and this is the side on the windowsill, and in just 1 week, it's already fading. So the problem pigment is PB27, which is known sometimes to fade, even though a lot of manufacturers will say that it is light fast and it has excellent light fastness. Handprint found that it ranges from light fast to fugitive, I think they said, and I'm certainly finding that this is the case if after 1 week in not particularly strong sunlight, this is losing its blue pigment, and you're seeing that this looks so much more yellow. I'm going to bring it up closer and hopefully you can see. But I'm really shocked by that in 1 week, this is how it looks. So there you go, that's the importance of running your own light fast tests on anything that you're uncertain about. I'm going to be following this up. I'm actually going to be making a video about these as we go along through the weeks and months, and I'll tell you whether there are any more changes, but I was just so shocked by that today. I wanted to just post this quick video and tell you. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you found that vaguely interesting. And yeah, I'll be back very, very soon with a proper video for you. Okay, see you soon.